night removed from the action of WrestleMania, and already chaos has erupted. The Outsiders fighting Jeff Hardy and Drew Galloway, and CM Punk kicks Triple H. But here comes Brock Lesnar to try and get his hands on Punk. And it's Rollins with the curb stomp, and Rollins picks up the victory over Triple H. And Rollins, I don't think he's done. He wants to get involved with the brawl. And they're still not stopping fighting. All these guys going after each other. That's a 3-on-1 assault on Galloway. Rollins and the Outsiders ganging up on him. And here's Hardy! Oh my god! And Shawn Michaels has been stalking him since WrestleMania with that super kick on Hardy. And Triple H looking after Jeff. But, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh my god! That car just ran over the game! Triple H has just been ran over! He pushed Hardy out of the way! Who was it? Who just ran over Triple H? Well, we're still reeling from the events last week that saw Triple H suffer from a hit-and-run attack by an unknown assailant. We have only got one episode to go until our next pay-per-view event, Revenge. And at Revenge there is going to be a Hell in a Cell match between AJ Styles and The Undertaker. As we saw this past week on Metal, that feud is heating up even more so heading into Revenge. And that's not all, there's also CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, Michaels, Jeff Hardy, and so much more. But tonight, there is a huge pay-per-view worthy matchup, a WrestleMania rematch on the cards. It's a street fight this time, Kurt Angle versus Drew Galloway. Galloway didn't tap out at WrestleMania, and Galloway is hoping to do what nobody else has done in NLW history, and that is beat Angle in the street fight tonight. And also, the Intercontinental Champion Finn Balor faces CM Punk before he's set to do battle against Brock Lesnar. Punk goes one-on-one with Balor, who has a golden ticket for a world title matchup. So much here tonight, and it's one episode to go until our next pay-per-view event, Revenge. And when you consider we've only had some recent fallout from WrestleMania, this next pay-per-view event is going to be one you don't want to miss. And, well, you hear the overwhelming boos in this arena, and that's not just because this guy used to be a member of the NWO, it's also because this man Shawn Michaels is believed by many to be the man who was the perpetrator of that hit-and-run assault on Triple H. After all, he was the one who superkicked Jeff Hardy, he's the one who went out of frame, and he was the last person to be seen with those two men before Triple H was ran over. But I'm not going to point fingers, there's going to be investigators that are going to do that for me. But regardless of that, at Revenge it's going to be Jeff Hardy going one-on-one with Shawn Michaels. They were the final two men in that elimination match at WrestleMania for control of NLW, and they are going to go one-on-one once again at Revenge. And considering they're the final two men at WrestleMania, they were both the final men left standing. But who will be left standing at Revenge? What's Michaels got to say?
You know, boys and girls, what I'm gonna do, if you don't mind, is give this young man some advice, free of charge. First of all, let me tell you, man, I know where you're coming from. I've been there. You're frustrated, you're conflicted, you're angry. Let's face it, you're just plain hot. You're hot at the world. Believe me, been there, done that. But you see, the biggest problem I have with you is something I call wasted potential, which is what I think you are. All this stuff you've been pulling, it ain't happening, man. It isn't working. See, you're at a crossroads in your career. And for you, Jeff Hardy, it's decision time. And I've been there too.
Decided to portray NLW.
Now, I made that decision, I stuck with it, and I dealt with the ramifications of that decision. Now, trust me, man, nobody liked that decision when I made it. But here I stand, and I believe in my heart I'm the better man for that decision. So what I'm telling you is this. Not next week, not tomorrow, but today. You need to make a decision. You need to stick with it, and you need to deal with the ramifications of that decision. Tonight, you need to tell me, these people in the whole world, just who is Jeff Hardy gonna be?
Well, Jeff Hardy, the person he's going to be at the moment, is the man who's going to confront Shawn Michaels. Jeff Hardy, who, as we've said before, was one of the final men. In fact, he was the sole survivor at WrestleMania, and many have questioned his ability. However, nobody's going to question that he's one of the best this industry has. Overrated or not, he is certainly willing to take risks. He's got a lot of heart, and Shawn Michaels is going to find that out with revenge. But Shawn Michaels doesn't seem to believe the hype if you heard what he just said. He says that it's decision time for Jeff Hardy. What's he going to be? Because Hardy, he's not really been in this position in NLW before, and this is probably going to be the biggest match of his career thus far. You got to believe. Apart from obviously WrestleMania, and well, he's facing Michaels at revenge. But what's he got to say to him now?
You want to know who I am, Shawn Michaels? There's not enough time to describe who Jeff Hardy is. I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to start kicking some ass around this place. And I'm going to start with you.
Well, it sounds as if Jeff Hardy not only believes that Shawn Michaels is the one who hit and run Triple H, but also is still miffed about the fact that he was super kicked by Michaels and he was squaring up for a fight. But apparently Jeff Hardy not going to get revenge for getting super kicked this past week. He's going to have to wait until revenge. And it will be at revenge where Jeff Hardy will go one-on-one with Shawn Michaels. Michaels, obviously the veteran, and the experience he has is going to give him a hell of an edge. But he hasn't got the NWO anymore to back him up. He has to go one-on-one with Jeff Hardy without any group, without any clique. It's one-on-one, mano-a-mano, and that is what I'm looking forward to at revenge. Hardy and Michaels as well. Speaking of revenge, there's going to be a Hell in a Cell match at that event, and it's going to be between AJ Styles and The Undertaker for the world title. And what the hell is the Hell in a Cell doing hanging above the ring? Are we going to wait until revenge, or is it going to happen tonight? Who knows? I'd like to believe that the Carnage can wait till revenge, but who knows with AJ and The Undertaker's mindset heading into revenge. Only one episode to go now, and well, this woman right now has a huge opportunity presented to her right now, because she is going to go one-on-one with the new NLW Women's Champion, Trish Stratus. Charlotte was unsuccessful in her attempt to win the Women's Championship at WrestleMania in that triple threat matchup, also featuring AJ Lee, who, by the way, last week actually lost to the Women's Champion. And well, it's what happened after that matchup that has some people scratching their heads. AJ Lee had just lost to Trish Stratus, and for some reason, Charlotte came down to the ring and actually congratulated Trish, gave her a round of applause and sort of shook her hand and said, well done champ, you deserve it, that kind of thing. And it's not really the kind of character that Charlotte has showed as of late. In fact, just a few weeks ago, before WrestleMania, she was screwing people out of title shots, namely AJ Lee. She was being, well, I'm not going to use the word, but you know what I mean. She wasn't being a nice woman is what I'm trying to say, and well, this change of heart, is it genuine? Or is she, well, you've got to believe she wants to win the Women's Championship, and well, she's got an opportunity. If she can win this matchup, may get a title shot in future, and well, there you go, look at that. Charlotte extending her hand, and Trish reluctantly shakes it, but nevertheless she wants to wrestle instead. And well, the respect, is it going to be continuous here? Maybe. Well, Charlotte looked for the clothesline, Trish ducked it, and there's a massive kick to the sternum, but Trish Stratus still kicks out. And now Charlotte slams her down. And a standing moonsault by Charlotte. And she's on fire at the moment. And well, respect being shown last week, as we said, shown again at the start of this matchup. And oh my, going for the Hurricane Rana, leg scissors, but had it well scouted. There's a Hurricane Rana from the top rope. And a massive kick to the side of the skull. And the dirtiest woman in the game, she is going up against Trish Stratus at the moment, but being well matched as she's grabbed by the hair and dropped right down to the floor. And I don't think the referee was too good about that call. That might have been a disqualification, or at least a warning given to Trish, but nevertheless, Trish Stratus, she's been put through hell by Charlotte in the past, and you'd be right in thinking she shouldn't really trust Charlotte, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm being cynical, but at the moment, There's that kick by Charlotte. At this point in time, what we can see is Charlotte being genuinely respectful of Trish, but we'll see how long that lasts. And again, sends her into the corner. And now on her shoulders here. But Trish manages to roll out of that one with a beautifully executed Hurricane Rana. And now again, Charlotte has that one scouted. And here we go. Figure 8 incoming. But here comes Trish. There's the bridge and the Northern Lights. But again, kicks out. And Charlotte has to do something to get back into the contest. Oh, that might do it. That might do it in for Charlotte. And it does. The roll-up. And that chip kick directly into the face genuinely scrambled the brains of Charlotte. She had no idea where she was for those 3 seconds, the most crucial seconds of this contest. And Charlotte pleading with the referee, didn't feel it was a free count, but nevertheless it was. And we can take a look back at the replay for proof. Well, Charlotte going for the figure 8, and then that bridge. Trish going for the win there, and then Charlotte wasn't even looking and got blasted in the face with that chip kick, rolled up for the victory, and Charlotte feels that it wasn't actually a free count. Oh, she's frustrated, and look at that. Well, that's the Trish Stratus that knows that, well, there you go. Oh, look at this. She's actually apologising and now shaking the hand of Trish Stratus, but Trish Stratus saying, there's no way I'm respecting you after that. You shoved me. And what in the hell is this? She's actually applauding her again. Well, that moment of anger from the loss from Charlotte, shoving Trish Stratus, and then suddenly apologises, says, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. And then immediately shakes the hands and gives her a round of applause again. And, well, this women's division is getting confusing as it seems, and Trish with another victory. And, no. Wait. Oh my god. What the hell's he doing here? Is anybody gonna stop him? That's the commissioner. What the hell is he doing here? I'm sorry, in my moment of blind shock, I forgot that there's a hardcore championship matchup going on, and apparently they're not going to wait until getting to the ring. It's meant to be William Regal versus Sabu, but there's a trash can shot and Finlay taken care of by Sabu. The back body dropped onto the ladder, and this is a hardcore matchup. It's warm-up for Sabu, heading into his hardcore title matchup against Big E Langston at Revenge. And at the moment he just got suplexed onto the concrete, and Sabu in this warm-up for Big E just throws a traffic cone William Regal's way, and there's a chair shot right to the head, throws it at him, and there's a stomp. And I'm sorry if I'm sounding a bit off, I'm just shocked that we saw the commissioner. I want to know what the hell he's doing here, and why the hell security hasn't stopped him from getting in. Well, now this hardcore matchup has spilled from the backstage to the ring, and apparently referees decided, to hell with it. Say it started in the back there. And it is false count anywhere, as you can see, with that stiff uppercut by William Regal. And there's a boot right to the back of Sabu, and there's no love lost between William Regal, Finlay and Sabu. Finlay not a part of this matchup, but trying to help Regal in this fight, but there you go. Sabu kicks Regal in the face, and Regal's down. Certainly a good warm-up for Sabu, heading into Revenge in this hardcore title matchup against the new champion Big E Langston. But right here, Regal is in trouble, and Sabu diving over the top rope, somersaults through that table, crashes through the wood and the steel, and Sabu sends a huge message to Big E Langston, the hardcore champion, with this victory in this hardcore title matchup. And William Regal's no pushover, he's one tough SOB, and Sabu just ran over him there. Well, if this is what Sabu is willing to do in this matchup, just wait until the hardcore title's on the line at Revenge. And Big E's going to be watching this with intent. There was the kick with the chair to the face, and then running over the top rope, through that table, and through William Regal. Last week, Sabu came out and tried to psych out the hardcore champion by putting him through a table. And again, here tonight, with a huge... Oh my god, hang on. Oh hey, speak of the devil, there's a... Oh my god! Good lord, Sabu! Thrown! must have been about 5 to 10 feet through the air into this audience. What power displayed by Big E Langston. We saw it on display last week in his first hardcore title defense. And is this only a sign of things to come for Revenge when he puts the hardcore championship on the line against Sabu? Well, my God, Revenge is going to be a great event. And at Revenge, Drew Galloway is going to go one-on-one with Seth Rollins. But before that, he has a WrestleMania rematch on the cards. He faces the man who's never been pinned or submitted in NLW, and it's a street fight. WrestleMania rematch, Angle Galloway.